Welcome back, crew, to Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida, and today should be a fun one. We got a little light chop. It's supposed to be progressively worse as the day goes on and the tide rolls out. Gonna be interesting to see how our captains fare against the inlet. And this is going to move us into the first round of our contest, and here in the first round, the boats are going to toss a hurricane deck boat in the ring to go ahead and try and start it off for the boats. And this one's always a fun one. These hurricanes are more of lake-style boats, even though this one's probably a coastal edition. That doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to go run it out and take it offshore. But our crew's taking the slow roll approach as they work their way out of Haulover, just trying to keep that bow up and not get themselves into trouble. But that plan comes to a failure point right there as they wind up stuffing the bow multiple times now as they work their way out of the inlet. And I got a feeling this crew is going to pull that patented Haulover U-turn and turn it around and unfortunately take a loss for the boats here in the first round. It's not looking a whole lot better in the second round as the boats are opting to toss a rinker in the ring, but this is another one of those lake-style models with a low freeboard and a bow rider to top it off, adding that extra weight up front. Our crew's starting to work their way out, and here we go, they wind up getting her smacked. Mother-in-law in the bow of the boat. It's always the mother-in-law, right? I mean, the cap's gotta be like, yeah, sit up front, you'll have a good time. The mother-in-law always complies, but then the only person who really winds up having a good time is the captain himself, who's back there laughing after she gets blasted in the face by a wave from Haulover. And unfortunately, again, with this stuffing, the boats are gonna wind up taking a loss here in the second round as well, which is gonna give Haulover the 2-0 edge as we move into the third round of our contest. But it does appear the boats have learned their lesson. No more lake boats as we go, as they're going to toss a Pershing in the ring to try and get them on the board here in the third round. And it's not rough enough today, I believe, to do anything with this boat right here. In fact, the worst thing that could happen is a smaller boat comes out as this one's trying to come in, and that smaller boat will probably have the struggles from the wake of the Pershing, as we see right there. But this crew, they've got the boat up on plane, working their way into the mouth of the inlet. They'll start to back off the throttle as they get a little closer here and actually doing the courtesy move because there's a smaller boat in front of them and they don't want to go ahead and swamp that boat. But they're going to wind up taking a win for the boats here in the third round. And that's going to get the boats on the board as we move into the fourth round of our contest, but Haulover still holds the 2-1 edge. And here in the fourth round, the boats are going to go ahead and toss a Boston Whaler in the ring this time, the unsinkable legend itself. Let's go. Crew's got the boat up barely on plane, and now he lays into the throttle a little more to kind of let this boat do its thing. He's going to let the boat eat the waves up in front of him and just continue to work his way into the mouth of Haulover. Right here, he's posted up on the back of another wave, just taking it easy, enjoying the ride. And this looks like a pretty good effort by the Boston Whaler here, and they're going to wind up making it into the inlet without any issues and wind up taking a win for the boats in the fourth round, which is going to bring us to a 2-2 tie as we move into the fifth and final round of our contest. And the boats are taking this one serious as they're tossing an Invincible in the ring to try and close it out, and this crew looks good. Cap's got that throttle pinned. They are absolutely blasting their way toward Haulover. They're not going to let anything stop them here, and they're going to take a win for the boats, which means the boats will take a win in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens to the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.